Hey guys, welcome and welcome back to my channel. How you all doing? I hope you're all having a wonderful day. You guys, in today's video I'm going to share with you how I transformed myself from looking like this to this. I love this eye makeup look, you guys. The whole entire makeup actually looks absolutely stunning, if I say so myself. I love the color that I've used and this just looks gorgeous. The lipstick, ooh, she is feeling herself. And I've used these brushes here from MORPHE. They are of course called Eye Obsessed. It is a 12-piece eye brush collection and I'm going to show you how I've used each brush to create this eye makeup look. So if you're interested, of course, keep on watching. I'll quickly show you how the packaging looks like. So they come in this bag right here. So that is the front and this is the back right here, and you can see all the brushes of course on this side here, and in the middle here they do have some kind of instruction on, you know, what you can use the brushes for. One thing I would say though is that they don't have any numbers on them. You know how some MORPHE brushes do have numbers, so that you know as to which brush you are using. This one they don't have numbers on them, and I'll show you how the inside looks like now that you already seen the brushes. So the inside looks like that. Inside of the bag, of course, it's just, you know, it's black in there. And with this bag here, you can put, you know, your makeup in here. You can put your brushes. But for me, what I do is I would pack my makeup that I use like for, you know, for every day on a go. So I just pop them in here and put in my handbag, you know, so that way I just lift this one up and, you know, fix myself if I need to. So yeah, I find this bag quite handy if you want to pop your you know, your makeup in here. So yeah, that is that. Now you guys, for today's look I'm going to be using two palettes, and the first one is going to be this one here, which is of course from MORPHE. Now this one is 35OS, which is somewhere written at the back here, and I'll show you how the colors looks like in this palette. So the colors looks like that. It's a beautiful palette. I don't know why I don't reach for this much, but the colors are so stunning. So that is the first one I'll be using. And the second palette, which you guys have recently seen me review, it is of course you know, the JEFFREE star one, which is this one here, the Artistry palette. And this one looks like this. That's how the shade looks like. By the way, I have done a couple, you know, videos on this palette. I'm going to link those videos somewhere on the screen, somewhere up here, so you guys can see and you can go check those one. I'm going to link them down. If you're interested in seeing, you know, the looks that I've created in the swatches, definitely check the videos out. I'm going to have those one below. So yeah, those are the two palettes that I'm going to be using. Now let's begin with using this one over here. And I have already applied concealer on my eyelids. I've used this one here from Russian Beauty, which is their Cut Crease canvas, which you guys seen me tons of times. I use this a lot. It's this one here. Looks like this. And just make sure that everything is all good there. So now you guys, I'm going to go ahead and begin by taking this brush here. Now this one is looks like this, so that will be the first brush. Like I said, they don't have numbers on them, so I just have to go, you know, based on which brush I pick. But this one looks like this. It is a blending brush that you can use to, you know, to blend your eyeshadows in the crease or anything like that. So I'm going to take this brush here and actually go ahead and take this shade here in the middle, this one here, from the MORPHE palette, and I'm going to blend this one here. Just pop the that aside. So I'm going to take about that much. Ooh, this picks quite a lot on the brush, you guys. Look at that. We have a lot of product there already. That's quite nice. So this is going to go right in my crease. This, ooh, that is a stunning color. Why I never use this, I have no idea. And this brush, you're just going to pack that color around this area, and straight away when you apply these, straight away you can definitely feel that the brush, you know, they are quite soft, because we do get, you know, six of the white ones of course natural. They do have natural bristles, and then we have the other 6 which is more synthetic. But this one here, they quite perform well. By the way, I have to add that this is not my first time using these brushes. I have used them already before in my videos. It's just that I've never done a dedicated, review on them so you guys can see on how they actually perform. But I thought, you know what, why not actually make a video just show you how I use each brush in this collection, in case one of you are interested in, picking these brushes and you are, you want to know how you can actually use them. So yeah, this one is perfect for just blending, your eyeshadows in here, and it works beautifully, no issues at all. It packs the shadows beautifully, and I just find it, so easy to work with. So yeah, beautiful, beautiful. That's how it looks like that. Stunning, gorgeous brush. And they wash up quite easy as well, when you wash them up. I think one day I should do like a video on how I wash my brushes. If you guys are interested in that kind of video, let me know. I can show you how I wash my brushes. I have washed them, tons of times, and I find that they still maintain their shape, if you know what I mean. So yeah, that is quite lovely. Let me know if you want to see a brush wash kind of video. You can do that for sure. All right, and the next brush I'm going to take is this one here. Now this one is more pointed compared to the first one that I've used. Let me actually put them side by side so you can see right there when you have them side by side. The other one is slightly longer compared to to the other. So I'm going to go ahead and take the pointed one and use this one here next, and I'm going to use a shade from the Jeffree Star palette, and the one I'm going to take is this one here called Boss Angeles, which is this beautiful, beautiful shade up here. So I'm taking, oh, and look, it picks so much on the brush. Look at that. Yes, it picks so much product in there. So what we're going to do is, of course, this color here, I don't want it to be too intense, so I'm going to actually dust quite a lot off. And this one here, I'm going to apply it just above the first shade that I applied, and just blend this shade in there. All right, so this one does really pack the product, and blending it so easy. It's so soft on the eyes, and you can always bring it down like this, and go right into the inner there towards the brow bone, and just do your thing. But the brush itself, it blends the product absolutely amazingly, and you have no issues with this blending brush at all, that I can tell you, because it's just amazing. Now we are going to go into another brush which is more, it's a very similar family. You can see that. Let me pop those three next to each other. This one is more fluffy, isn't it, compared to the other two? Yeah, when they are together they look like that. So we have the shorter one, the taller one, and then more of the fluffy, kind of looking one. So I'm going to go ahead and use this one here, and this, I'm not going to add any product at all. I'm just going to use this one here to, just to tidy up the edges here. So I'm going to use it as a, just a blending brush. Really make sure that everything ties together, because we don't want to add no product, but we want to blend everything there without adding extra product. So again, very, very nice brush, which you can use not just, you can use it to like apply shadow all over the lid. That will work. And sometimes I use this one here to like, to highlight my nose, like take a highlight and just apply, on the bridge of my nose. It also works. Like I said, you can multitask on how you want them to be used, but this is just the way I use mine, so you can really do anything to them. Now I am going to move on to my bottom lash line right here, and for that I am going to go in and use one of the brushes. Actually, before I do that, I want to show you this bigger one. Now this one, it says it is a large shadow fluffy brush. This one here, you can use it for your eyeshadows, to like, if you want to get like into a bigger space, you can use it to blend this like all over, like all over the lid. Just use it and do that. Or what I use is this one here. You can actually use this one for your highlighters as well, because I try to, you know, to multitask things. I use this one to highlight, like, you know, my nose here, and sometimes I highlight the cubic spot there, and it just works beautifully. So try to find how you are going to use them. You know, you don't have to follow exactly how as it says here. I mean, if they work for the other, they could work for the other. So try to switch them around and see what works best for you. The next brush I'm going to use is this one here. Now this is a concealer brush, but you can use it to, you know, to pack the shadows on your lids, or you can use this one here to apply, you know, a concealer under your brow bones. You can use it for that. So I'm going to use this one here to take this shade here from the Morphe palette. This color right here, it is the shimmer shade, absolutely gorgeous color that looks like that. So I'm going to use that, and again, you can see when you pick the product, we have quite, you know, a lot of product there, which is quite nice. So this one here, it's going to go right on the lid, so that I don't have to use my fingers, you know. Oh, that packs properly actually. I forgot how good this brush is. Look at that. Because usually with the shimmer shades, I try to use my fingers for that more kind of payoff, but this is looking good. It is looking good. Packs the shadows beautifully. So I just drag it all the way to here. And just add in some more. Like that. So yeah, definitely this one is very, very suitable. It's perfect for this kind of job, packing the shadows on the lid. Like I've said, you can use it to, you know, for the concealer there, for your brows. You can use it to cut crease. I think you can use it to do that. You can, you know, you can do anything you want with it. It's time to use this brush over here, you guys. Now this one is a smudge brush, of course. It is quite tiny, and this one here, I'm going to go back to the Jeffree Star palette and pick this shade here, which is of course a dark brown color right here, and this one is called High Dude. So taking some from there, just about that much. That is quite, again, a lot of product that the brush picks, taking off the excess. And then, and this one I'm going to use it to smudge just right at the bottom of my eyes, of course. So this area here, like this. This color, it's, you know, it's quite a dark brown, so we may not be able to see it, but I can see it. It does show up. It gets right to the, you know, to the lash line, and you know, you get this beautiful, perfect look, which I love. Because if you use a bigger brush down here, then it can be quite a mess sometimes. But if you have like this beautiful tiny one that gets right, you know, into close to the lash line, then that is perfect. Now that is how the eyes looks like, and I'm going to go into the next shade, which is this color over here. Now this is more like it is a matte shade, absolutely gorgeous. Look at that. I have used this one before, so I'm going to dig into that using the same brush. By the way, we're not changing, using the same brush, and just popping this one right at the bottom. You can see how precise that looks like. Beautiful. Yeah, this brush is amazing, amazing. Next up, I'm going to use this brush over here. Now this one is a small chisel fluffy brush, which looks like this, and I'm going to go ahead and just blend what I've already applied right at the bottom here using this brush. I'm pretty sure you can use it elsewhere, but I'm just going to use it for that, just to, you know, to go ahead and blend this area here to make sure that everything is beautifully, you know, we don't want to have any harsh lines at all. So this brush will be for that. Like I've said, you can use it for something else as you wish, and this will be perfect for this. so that everything looks nice like that, you know. So that is how I'll use this one here. And sometimes you can use this one here to, you know, to apply your eyeshadows, like pack them on the lid. You can do that, and yeah, it works beautifully. Next up, I'm going to be taking this pointed crease brush, which looks like this, as you can see right there. And this, I'm going to find an eyeshadow to use in my inner corners, and I'm going to go ahead and use Welcome right from the Jeffree Star palette, which is this one right here. So I'm going to take that shade using this brush, and again, this one you can use it for, you know, to add eyeshadows in your crease. You can do that, or you can use it as I use it, just apply some, you know, shadows in your inner corners. So I'm going to just use it for that, because it's so small. It's perfect for this job as well. You can tell already, beautiful. All right, nice job with these brushes. Absolutely, they are doing the game, they are winning the game. Amazing. All right, so that is how this looks like, you guys. The brush, so simple step, but it's actually, you know, it works. All right, now I'm going to go ahead and use something for my brows, because I need to highlight them as well. So I'm going to use the same shade, but this time I'm going to go ahead and use this brush, you guys. Look at that. So that is for the brows, and then it does have this side here, of course, we get a spoolie. So yeah, that's how this looks like all together. Nice. And I'm going to go ahead and of course use the same shade that I've already, you guys, showed you. And this one, I mean, you can use this one to actually, you know, to line your brows using, you know, like a brow product to fill them in. But I am going to just, you know, highlight them using this color here, because, you know, it works. It works. Why not? Why not do that, you know? Look at that, you can already see the color there. Like that. I actually put too much there. Yeah, I don't want this to be, you know, to be extremely intense, but I still want you guys to see the color. So just going to do like that. That will do. I want it to be very light, not so extreme. Yeah, you can see it there. And then of course the spoolie side, we're gonna go ahead and just, you know, brush our brows, make sure that they are all, you know, they are all even, because we don't want the product to be staying on one side. We want everything to be, you know, looking as natural as possible. So that is where the spoolie comes in. Once you fill in your brows, you want to go in with this one here and make everything look, you know, seem like as if it's only one, even though you applied more than 20 layers of brow product. That is me, of course. But you want everything to be, you know, looking as natural as we want them to be. Oh yes, look at that. The brows looks more different now that we have, you know, brushed them up, and, you know, you could barely see that concealer that was hanging right above there. Nice. All right. What I'm going to do now, you guys, is apply a black eyeshadow very close to my, you know, to my lash line here. So I'm going to go back to the Jeffree Star palette and take this black shade over here and just smudge that all over my, close to my lash line, using this brush over here, which is this one. So I'm going to use this for that and go ahead and just, you know, apply that. So I'm going to take just about that much taking off the excess. And then what I'm going to do is go with this one here very close to the to my lash line, and just press these eyeshadows in there using this. It's very good brush, this one, you guys, because it's so pointed, and you can just get in there and get the job really done. Knowing me, I always put extra, so but yeah. And this shade, you guys, wow, you can use this brush here to to make a wing as well if you wish. So I'm just going to close my eyes like that and just make a tiny wing out from here like that, something like that. You can make it if you wish to do something like this. It's possible with this brush here. I've used almost every brush in this collection. I mean, I still have these two here. I'll quickly show them one by one. Now this one here is a detail crease brush, which looks like this. Now how I use this one is I take an eyeshadow and then just apply it where I really want it to go, and it creates this beautiful line, so detailed. And I love using this brush for that particular job because it's just makes the line so precise and just beautiful. So yeah, this is how I use this brush for. And then the other one, this one here, is your liner brush, you guys. Looks like this. And this one here can be used for your liquid liners or for your for anything that you want to line. For example, I have this, let me quickly show you this one here from Maybelline. It is a liquid eyeliner, which is this one here. So I'm going to show you how I use that liner brush. Now this does have its own brush, of course, you can see over there, but I'm going to put this one on my hand and just use the other one, so I'll show you how I exactly use it. So I applied some right here on my hand, of course. I'm going to go ahead and just take some like that. And then what I do is this, I go ahead and just get a mirror. I'll show you how I use this one here. So just take what you need, and then today I'm going to place it somewhere here just to add a little bit of of gold sparkle just around this area here if you wanted to, but you can use it for anything that you really want. It's entirely up to you, but something like this. This one dries up so quickly. Oh my god, it's already dry. It's dry. What? Come on, Maybelline, don't dry on me so quickly. What is going on here? It's like you're gonna move, it's dry so quickly. But anyway, you get what I'm trying to say here. So yeah, and it doesn't have to be in this area. It could be maybe somewhere around here that you want to to draw some kind of a line to show some details going on there. But for now, we're just going to, yeah, this one dries so quickly. I can't even show you properly because it's completely dried up. But something like that, just to give you that beautiful, tiny detail going on. So this is how I'll use this one for. And yeah, what I'm going to do now, you guys, is I'm going to complete the rest of my makeup, and then I'll be right back to show you the complete look. Otherwise, we have I have showed you how each brush, of course, how I would use it myself. It's really entirely up to you how you want to switch it around. You can play with the brushes on how you would use them accordingly, because this is just my way of using them. It's not limited to how I use them. You can do whatever you want to do to them. But anyway, let me quickly complete the rest of my makeup and I'll be right back. We're almost done with the rest of the makeup, you guys. So far, this is how the face looks like. And I left the highlighter for last because I want to show you how these are, the big brush looks like, of course, when you apply the product on. So I'm going to go ahead and use this one here, which is Sophie X Revolution, highlighter palette. And I am going to go ahead and probably, take this color over here, which is this one. I'm going to take this right at the corner here, and using the same brush, which is this one here, and dusting off the excess. And then I'm just going to highlight like my nose over here, you know, the tip of my nose, so you can see how this looks like. Like I said already, you can use this for, you know, you can play with the brushes and see how they work for you. But even that, look at that. So it doesn't have to be only on the eyes. This works perfect. It's beautiful. It does the job. Absolutely stunning. And look at that. The nose is highlighted. And we can even add a little bit more here. Just a tiny bit as well. To just give this area here a lift, you know. Glow, to give this area glow. Look at that. Ooh, this highlighter palette, you guys, this is amazing. Wow, I forget how beautiful the shadows are. By the way, you guys, for the blush, this blush that you see popping here, I use NARS Orgasm blush, and it's amazing, you guys. It's just amazing. This blush over here, it's a wow. It is absolutely a wow. So stunning. Love, love, love this. Anyway, you guys, so yeah, this is pretty much me showing you how I use these brushes over here. Now they are pretty much all dirty. I have to go ahead and wash them again. But yeah, this is how I would use them, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you found it useful. And if you're wondering what is on my lips, I kind of, you know, just played with it. So I used this one here, which is Stay 8 Hour Matte Liquid Lipstick from Essence in the shade 06 To Be Fair, which is this one here. By the way, if you haven't seen my full review of this, definitely check this video. Which side? Up here. This video up here. Check this video up here for all collection, where I actually, you know, applied the, you know, all the lipstick. But anyway, you guys, so after I applied that one, I went ahead and took this shade here from the Jeffree Star palette, which is called Custom Rims, which is this shade right here, and I just, you know, dabbed that all over my lips. So that is what the shininess you see there comes from. All right, you guys, thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it was useful, and if you're thinking of picking these brushes for yourself, I hope, you know, it kind of helped you on how you can actually, you know, use the brushes. It's not that difficult. Just play with them and see how you go. And of course, just know that you can use one brush. You can, you know, you can use them, multitask, you know. You can do that. It doesn't have to be, you know, this only applies in the inner corners or in the, you know, crease. I cannot use it elsewhere. You can actually play with them around and to see which one works. Sometimes I end up like, you know, I remember back in the day, I used to create an eye look just using like one brush or sometimes two brushes, and that was enough to cover my whole entire look, because I was able to actually, you know, use them and clean them while I go, and then go ahead and apply. And my makeup used to be, you know, on point, if I say so myself, of course. Anyway, you guys, thank you so much for staying all the way to the end. Go have a good one. Take care of yourself out there, and I shall see you all lovely people on my next video. Bye for now.